بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Tafseer Surah Saff. You who have iman, why do you say what you do not do? It is deeply abhorrent to Allah that you should say what you do not do. Fitna of Islam civilization. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لما تقولون ما لا تفعلون كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما لا تفعلون. You who have iman, why do you say what you do not do? It is deeply abhorrent to Allah that you should say what you do not do. Surah Saff, Surah 61, verse 2 to 3. The following is a translation of Dr. Fadil al-Samari's Tafseer of Surah Saff. The saying, why do you say what you do not do? Lima taquluna ma la taf'alun is general to all situations. This speech must be taken generally and should not be restricted by the specific circumstances of the course of revelation. Asbab al-Nuzul. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not say, why do you say such and such while you do not do it? Instead, He subhanahu wa ta'ala made it general by not mentioning specifically what was said while not doing it. Otherwise, it may be understood that the rebuke is only for a particular thing that is said and not done. So if another thing was said and not done, then they will be freed from the rebuke. Therefore, the specific cause of the revelation does not specify the generality of the verse, so the verse will remain general. The circumstances of the revelation have been disputed, as there are several varying reports for the cause of its revelation. It was mentioned that a group of Muslims said, if we know what actions are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we should rush to it. So when fighting was prescribed upon them, they disliked it and shicked away from it. It was reported that some of them said, I fought well, he did not, and I thoroughly did not, and I did just and such, but he did not. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this verse, reprimanding them in general without specifying the matter for which they were reprimanded. Therefore, the reprimand is for anyone who says something but does not do it. It is deeply abhorrent to Allah that you should say what you do not do. What does the word kabura mean? The word kabura to become great or to increase as a dam on the letter ba, and there are two possible meanings for this expression. Firstly, the Arabs will differentiate between kabur al-ma'anawi to describe something non-physical and kabur al-madi to describe something physical. So for al-kabur al-madi, they say with the kasra on the ba, so it will be said kabir al-rajul, the man become old, and for kabur al-ma'anawi, they will say it with the dhamma on the ba, so it will be said kabur al-amr, the matter became grave. Al-kibir here in the verse is not materialistic, so it is said with a dhamma on the ba. Therefore, the expression is informative, that is, the sentence is informative, where it is either true or false. Secondly, the other possibility is that the verb changes to fa'alu for the purpose of blame, is because if changing the verb to praise or blame was intended, that is, it changes to the pattern, the ni'am, and bi'sa, how wonderful or how awful. Then it will come upon the pattern of fa'alu with a dhamma on the ain, middle letter, with the condition of being known for astonishment, praise, and blame. Yet the expression carries the meaning of blame and astonishment, in addition to the first informative style. What does the word maktan mean? The word maktan carries the meaning of clarifying tamyiz, removes the ambiguity or vagueness created by the previous noun for the hidden doer, that is kabrul maktan, and the interpretive verb noun masdarul ma'ul will be badal substitute, and this is for the purpose of clarity of the vagueness. Then the loaded matter was explained by His subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, and taqulu ma la taf'alun, that you should say what you do not do, and the concealment of the subject fa'il and its explanation changes the speech to a non-informative sentence, a sentence which implies request or praise and blame. In addition, to emphasize and magnification, it is possible the subject is the interpretive verb noun, masdarul maf'ul, that is an taqulu ma la taf'alun, and maqtan is a mutamyiz converted from the subject, and the origin is ma la qabla maqtan in the lay qabla maqtul qawlikum ma la taf'alun, and the subject was converted for the purpose of hyperbole or exaggeration. The expression conveyed that which is hated as the most hated, and that is from many perspectives. Number one, it conveys the information upon the original expression without changing the verb. Therefore, it informs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hateful acting and action indicating upon thubut permanency. Two, the verb is changed to the verb which increases astonishment of this act to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The need the verb is changed to a verb of essential, for the purpose is to express the essential and the sentence to become non-informative. For the word al-maqtu was used because it is stronger than bagd and it is more eloquent. Number 5, the subject changed to al-tamyiz for the purpose of hyperbole. 6, the subject was concealed and it was explained by the tamyiz for clarification after being vagueness, and the informative sentence changed to a non-informative. Number 7, it was described with the kabrul manawi. The 8, the description of it was increased by his saying with Allah, because the one who is loaded in the sight of Allah is worse of those who are hated. So this expression was made for loading on every angle and upon the most eloquent manner by being informative and uninformative, showing astonishment, blame, hyperbole, and clarification after vagueness if it was said with another substitute, such as كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا كبر عند الله كبر المقت أن تقولوا or ما أكبر المقت عند الله أي نعم. Or rather than this, then the most of these meanings will have been lost. The meaning of ta'ajjub, astonishment, is magnification of the matter in the hearts of listeners, because astonishment only happens from something. The meaning of ta'ajjub, astonishment, is magnification of the matter in the hearts of listeners, because astonishment only happens from something taken from its counterpart and its form, and is attributed to an taqul. Allah made maqta accusative for its explanation, indicating that they are saying what they do not do is pure hatred, which has no delusion in it, by exaggerating the hatred from it. The word al-maqt was chosen because it is the strongest of it, and is more eloquent. This word is used for the hated marriage, which is the contract of marriage, the stepmother. ولا تنكحوا ما نكح آباؤكم من النساء إلا ما قد سلف إنه كان فاحشة ومقتا وساء سبيلا. Do not marry any woman your fathers married, except for what they have already taken place. That is an indecent act, a loathsome thing, an evil path. That is An-Nisa 4:22. Allah did not just restrict al-maqt by making the hated great, even though it is strong and eloquent, but also link the hatred in the lie, which is more eloquent, because if the magnitude of the hate is established with Allah, then the hatred's enormity and intensity is clear and all doubts have been removed. He subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and taqulu as an interpretive verb noun, al-masdar al-mu'awwil, and he did not say qawlukum using the direct verb noun, is because qawlukum will mean that the act only happens once, and the deeply abhorrent hate happens if it is once, which is not intended. So it was intended to explain that this deeply abhorrent hate is when this occurrence happens repeatedly, that is as a characteristic. Therefore, the verb was brought to indicate a renewal and continuity. I not say كبر مقتا عند الله أن كبر مقتا عند الله أن قلتم ما لم تفعلوا. It is deeply abhorrent to Allah that you said what you did not do, for the same reason as above, because the occurrence of this great hatred will only happen once. Allah knows best. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is disgusted by this description, and he exaggerated essential, because this matter is in the domain of lying, and the Muslim does not lie. Why was hatred attributed to the verb, but love attributed to the subject, that is Allah? You may say, why did Allah not say, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَمَقْتُ الَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ لَا مَا لَا يَفْعَلُونَ. Indeed, Allah hates those who say what they do not do, so make the hatred attribute the dua Allah, as in the verse after it, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الَّذِينَ يُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِهِ صَفًّا. So why attribute the hate to the verb and love to the subject? The answer is that Allah raised the companions with the description of what is hated, with his saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you believe, so after that he said, Inna Allah yamaqtu alladhina yaquluna ma la yafalun. Then that will connect hatred to those who believe and who are addressed because of it. However, Allah does not load those who believe. He loves them, but he loads this description. Therefore, they were spared from their Lord hating them. Allah sufficed them by honoring the believers when he said, Inna Allah yuhibbul ladhina yuqatiluna fi sabilihi saffan. Allah loves those who fight in His way in ranks like well-built walls. So, love was made for the doers because of their action, and so He loves the action and the doers. What an honor indicated for the believers by these two verses of faith and love. Why did Allah not say, "Indeed, Allah loves those who do not do what they say"? You may say, "Indeed, Allah said, كَبُرَ مَقْتًا عِندَ اللَّهِ أَن تَقُولُوا مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ." It's deeply abhorrent to Allah that you should say what you do not do. But why did He not say, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الَّذِينَ يَفْعَلُونَ مَا يَقُولُونَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الَّذِينَ يَفْعَلُونَ مَا يَقُولُونَ. Indeed, Allah loves those who do what they say. This statement cannot be taken absolutely because someone may say something bad and then does not do it. For example, someone says that he will cut off relations to then he refrain from doing it, or does something which is good contrary to what he intended. Therefore, this statement is not suitable.